Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another Outscraper tutorial. In this video, I want to show you guys some more advanced feature and filters of Google Maps data scraper. So mainly we're going to scrape some US company data. I want to show you guys in and out how to use the following features such as email and contact scraper, and we're going to validate the email address, and we're going to enrich the phone number, and we're going to extract some US company data as well. Most importantly, if you do cold email outreach or marketing campaign, this is extremely helpful because by validating the email, you can immediately increase your campaign deliverability. Make sure you stick to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe and give it a like and drop some comments. And most importantly, make sure whatever you do with the data is legal in your country. Each country has their own unique law and regulations. Without further ado, let's get right into it. First and foremost, if you don't have an Outscraper account, the link is in the description below. Make sure you get an account and log into your dashboard. First thing you want to come to is businesses and POI. And you can see the first option is Google Map Data Scraper. Give that a click, you're going to load up the scraper here. For demonstration purpose, I'm going to do category of a restaurant. For location wise, I'm going to go with the US. I'm going to choose LA, Los Angeles as an example. For more accurate result, I always turn on use zip codes because you can see that Google only shows about 500 place per queries, right? So with this feature turned on, you get to extract more coverage and more results in that case. So if you input a maximum results limit to 0, that means it's going to go unlimited. So it's going to find every single restaurant possible on Google Maps in LA, Los Angeles. For tutorial purpose, I'm going to input 100. So this shouldn't take long to scrape everything. I do want to delay duplicates in case there is duplicated output. And from there, I always turn on ignore without emails. And if I want to find email address that has duplicate, then I want to delete as well. If you don't turn this on, it's basically going to count all the email duplicates as well. So turn that on will always keep your results unique. And from there, you can see I already turned on the most frequently used two features that I personally use. Basically, it's email and contact scraper and email address verifier. So let's quickly go through one of each, and I want to explain to you what they mean. The first one is email and contact scraper. So not only we're going to find the location data of these restaurants, including their physical location, the postal code, their business name, and so forth. And we're also going to tell the scraper to extract the contact info and email address of these businesses as well. So that is the first feature called email and contact scraper. And the second one is not only we extract the emails, just having the email is not good enough. We also want to validate the email address, make sure it's valid, it's a deliverable. That's the most important thing, because a lot of businesses don't leave their actual email, or they make a mistake on their email. So if you don't validate them, you keep sending it to these invalid email address, it's gonna bounce back. From email service provider perspective, that's not a good sign, especially if you do email cold outreach or constantly have email bouncing back. That is not a good indication. And the third one in the menu here is disposable email. It also helps you to check if this email address has been found in the disposable email database. Phone number enricher is what I also want to show you in this tutorial, because you're going to find a lot of good phone number data from this scraper. And if I go a little bit further down, you can see WhatsApp checker, iMessage checker, and we have a Trustpilot scraper, LinkedIn company scraper, and US company data enricher. The US company data enricher is going to find out all the company's legal name, phone number, employee number, sales volume. All these data is publicly available. You don't have to manually search them. You can just use the scraper to do the job. So far we have checked these four features, and that's going to be the scraping parameter we input. And from there, you can choose advanced parameter. Here you can choose what language you want to go for. In my case, it's going to be English. And lastly, we want to choose the correct format of the final results. In my case, I like to use CSV because I can load it on Google Sheets on different tabs. And then you want to give it a tag. In my case, I'm going to do a demo task. And that's literally it. Took us less than a few minutes to input all these parameters parameters, and then once you're done with that, click on get data. It's going to give you an estimate. In this case, it found around 414 query results and then give you an estimate of the time. Normally it's going to be less. This is basically an overestimate because we put a limit of 100, so it's going to pull exactly 100 results, and the total cost is really cheap. You can see 100 results only cost 61 cents. And once you're done with that, you're happy with whatever you see here, click on confirm. Now we're sending this task into the query, and you want to come to the task page. As you can see, the current status is started and the task is running. Patiently wait it out. This can take anywhere between a few minutes up to a few hours, depends on how big your query is. Just be patient with it, go grab some coffee, take a break, and we're gonna come back right after.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, as you can see here, it took around 40 minutes for the entire process to finish, and keep this in mind, the more enrichment you're adding to the process, the slower it gets, right? Because it's gonna go validate a whole bunch of data points. As you can see here, the current status is finished, is success, and all we need to do is click on here to download the CSV of 100 data points. And now let's quickly fire up Google Sheets. This is a brand new sheet. You want to click on file and you want to click on import, and want to choose upload and drag and drop the CSV into this box, and you can see it's uploading the CSV. The reason I like CSV is because I can have 10 different tabs and I can load different CSV on different tabs. However, if you download Excel format and using Google Sheets, it's going to replace the entire Google Sheets no matter how many tabs you have it open. I'm currently going to replace the current sheet, detect automatically, click on import data. That's all you need to do. There's around 101 rows in total minus the header right here. So in total we have around 100 rows in total. In order to read the data better, I'm going to click on this icon, and to select the entire sheet, I'm going to click on format. I'm going to add alternative color. So this way I'm going to choose one of the blues. So this way we can easily to read this data. So for the headers, I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. As you can see, here's our query, our restaurant searching in LA, Los Angeles area. We came up with 100 results in total. Here is all the restaurant or business names. The scripter helped us to pull their website URL. From there, we'll have a subcategories or subtypes. Here's the first data point, which is phone number. Could be potentially really useful if you do cold calling. So the phone enricher, what we pulled here is number one, their carrier name. You can see AT&T Corporation is here, and there's some whole bunch of other companies. And from there, we'll have a carrier type, which is either fixed line or other, or we also have a mobile. As you can see here, the column BJ, this is one of the most important columns because we've used email address verifier. So what I can do here is I want to select the entire sheet one more time, click on data, and I want to create a filter. You can see based on the filter, there's these categories. We either have invalid email address. If you send them an email, it might be a hard bounce. The email will never go through, so don't even bother wasting your time. Second one is receiving, meaning if you send them an email, the status is receiving the email. And third one is unknown. And from there, the second thing we can check is a valid format. If this email has a valid format or not, you can see every single one of this email format is true. You can also check if the email has been blacklisted by the email service provider. As you can see, they're all false. And from there, we can check if this email has a valid DNS. And from there, we can check SMTP, which some of them are true, some of them are false, and some of them are empty. Sometimes businesses or companies list a few or couple email addresses. So if the first one you can reach out to them, you can try the second one. And we also pulled email address number 3. So there's a multiple email address can be pulled, not only just one. Last but not least, let's quickly review the US company data enricher. Let's see what kind of data sets it collected. So basically we have company name, legal name, the business type. We have their starting year of the business. We have their company phone number and a fax number. And towards the end, we also have their companies. And the most important field that could be really interesting is the sales volume. And last but not least, we have a number of employees. So again, Outscraper did everything automatically. All we need to do is takes less than 5 minutes to input the categories, the location. Everything was done under a few clicks with a little bit waiting. And you can see all these data is available under your fingertips. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop some likes and some comments. Let me know which part of the video and tutorial you enjoy the most. And let me know which particular data set is useful to you, and drop them in the comment below. I'd love to give them a read. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next tutorial. Cheers.